Obesity in America has come to be a major epidemic. Being obese can cause major health issues and may make us unable to do a lot of things. Although this has become an epidemic in our country, we can help prevent people from becoming obese and help them to lose weight. Obesity is not only caused by eating too much. There are several causes for obesity, such as the technology, the prevalence of fast food restaurants, inactivity, environment, and genes in our family history. According to the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality and the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, it costs $147 billion annually for medical expenditures to care for the obese. They also reported that in the United States, less than 40% of adults achieve the recommended amount of exercise, and 25% of adults are not active at all. 1/3 of older adults age 65 and older engage in no regular exercise. Nearly 50% of individuals aged 12 to 21 do not engage in regular vigorous exercise. From these figures, we can truly see why our obesity rate is rising each year. So how can we help control obesity? Well, there is surgery such as gastric bypass and bariatric, but not everyone can afford that. So it starts in childhood. Parents should encourage their children to engage in some type of physical activity. That activity can be swimming or just riding their bike around the park. According to the Encyclopedia of Human Development, adults should engage in at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise at least 5 days a week, such as power walking or dancing, or vigorous activity for 3 days a week for 20 minutes, such as swimming laps or jogging around a park. The recommendation for children is 30 to 60 minutes of physical activity or accumulated play on all or most days of the week. Exercising is vital when it comes to staying fit. It is better to stay fit now rather than go through the problems with trying to lose weight later on. It is said that exercising not only keeps you in shape, but it makes you feel better mentally and less tired all the time. Another thing we can do is educate ourselves on what we are eating to know what's best for our body. We should read nutrition facts and know our limits on eating. We educate ourselves. We shouldn't educate ourselves on nutrition facts alone, but our family history and the environment also plays a role in our health. According to Barbara Wexler, in preventing overweight and obesity, she states there are several things that can be done environmentally, such as increasing the availability of fruits and vegetables at school and workplace cafeterias, replacing soft drinks in school vending machines with fruit, juices, and water, instituting more daily physical education requirements for students, and providing point-of-purchase nutrition information at restaurants and grocery stores to encourage healthy food choices. Those are just a few things that can be done around us to help with getting the proper nutrients. Our environment is not completely in our control. So if we happen to be in a place where there's a lot of unhealthy food, then we have to make a decision on whether to buy something or not. And whether that decision is good or bad, we have to put our minds to it. However, we do have some help from the Surgeon General. In the Surgeon General's call to action to prevent and decrease overweight and obesity, it calls for the design of intervention to prevent and decrease overweight and obesity. That was the title and what it's about. It states that even some behavioral changes must be made in an individual in order to reduce overweight and obesity. This program will do several things such as assist Americans in healthy eating with regular physical activity. It will identify culturally appropriate interventions to prevent and treat obesity. And it will also encourage environmental changes, such as the one that Barbara Wexler was talking about earlier. As you can see, we are provided with much help to stay healthy. The obesity epidemic has to do with our inactivity, environment, and not knowing what is healthy for us. Failure to exercise with the recommended amounts or to educate ourselves can lead to serious health issues. It is beneficial for us to exercise now in order to avoid health issues later on. The Encyclopedia for Human Development states the health benefits of regular exercise includes a decreased risk of premature mortality and a decreased risk of developing chronic medical conditions such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, bulimia, and colon cancer. All of those are avoidable if we do what needs to be done to stay healthy. So let's become more active and encourage others to become more active. It will be like a chain reaction. We need to educate others and help change our environment. Now, I'm not saying to stop eating your favorite candy or going to your favorite restaurant, but we should keep it in moderation and not do it routinely. Obesity in America is an epidemic, but it can be better.